Rightmove is connecting you.
Good afternoon. I'm just calling you to inquire about a studio you've got up on Rightmove. It's at Talbot Square. It's up for $14.50.
Talbot Square?
Yeah, it's a studio.
Yeah, okay. Can I get your details, please?
Sure. Just a quick question before that. I just wanted to ask really if the landlord might consider a company let for this property.
Sorry?
Do you know if the landlord might consider a company let for this property?
No company led.
Is that the landlord or is it an agency policy? Is it just you don't?
Agency or the agency?
Oh, so you have this policy that you don't work with company lets.
No.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Cheers.
Connecting you.
Good afternoon. I'm just looking at a studio property on London Street. It's up on Rightmove for 1,500 a month.
Yes, so the London is unfortunately no longer available.
Oh, that's fine. My question was going to be if the landlord for this property would have considered perhaps a company let for this property.
There's no
Since
there's
since the property is gone, do you work with any landlords that do consider company lets?
no unfortunately at the moment.
Okay, so is this a hard policy that you're never gonna consider?
Yes,
Okay, no problem then. Well, then I won't bother you again.
no problem.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. London's hard, man. It's fucking hard. So, guys, for the two people that are actually watching this, my aim with this stream is to make 10% per day on this trading account, compounded. So today, starting with $131, I need to make $13. Tomorrow, I need to make 14. The day after, it's going to be 16, and so on. Because if you can make 10% per day, you've made like times 100 in a month or something crazy. Like, you guys do a compounded calculator. I don't know it by heart, but 10% per day compounded, look at what that means. It's probably not going to happen, but it's fun to try. You know what? No, fuck that. It will happen. I'll make it at least until I hit $1,000 on this account. I think I can make it happen, because I've been doing this for about a week now. I think I've got a feel for the market. I've got a feel for how these things are moving now, so I should be able to make some good trading decisions. I've also got an algo that I coded up that's running in the background, helping me. It's kind of the autopilot. So even if I wasn't at my computer, I have an algo that's still placing orders for me, but it's only looking for the safest trades. And even those can go wrong. Whereas if I'm at the computer, obviously the algo is still going to place the orders, but I can also do discretionary trades on top of the safe orders. I can also do some more sort of vibe trading on top of that. And I find that's where I actually make the gains. The algo that I coded up is pretty crap. I just need better logic for it. I just need better trading rules. But when it comes to feel, I feel like I can feel trades out pretty good. But the thing is, the problem is you can't code field. So I'm gonna have to be doing this actively. So the way this works is every hour the market resets. Whatever the price of Bitcoin is at the end of that hour, you're essentially betting whether the price is going to end up above that or below that at the end of 59 minutes, compared to where it started at the beginning of the hour. And it's basically a coin flip. At the very beginning, it could go either way. And you buy these shares, you buy either up or down. You're basically putting $1 on up or down, and you're going to see at the beginning. So there's 5 minutes left of this hour. You're going to see at the beginning of the hour, they're basically both 50 cents because it's 50-50. And you buy shares for 50 cents. Say you put $1 in, that's 2 shares. The rule with this is at the end of the hour, whichever share wins, whichever of the bet wins, that share is going to be worth $1 per share. So if you bought them at 10 cents and they're now worth $1, you've made 10x, right? If you bought them at 50 cents and you bought $1 worth, that's 2 shares. You've doubled your dollar, right? That's how a coin would work. You put $1 in, heads or tails, you get $2 back if you win, nothing if you lose. Same thing here. Except these fluctuate throughout the hour. Like the more Bitcoin moves up, and it looks like up is more likely, the more this starts to increase in price, it gets closer to $1. So that if you buy this, if you put a dollar in, when this looks like it's more likely, you'll see what I mean in a minute when we start trading. But if you put $1 in, when this looks like it's the more likely outcome, you might buy it at 60 cents or 80 cents, and then you've only made like 25%. You've made 20 cents, 25 cents on the dollar. If this is confusing, it took me a minute to figure out how this works, but it's actually pretty simple once you get it. Anyway, so now the hour approaches, the end of the hour approaches, and it looks like, if you look at the current price here, we're $800 above where we started. This is the price where we started, price to beat. This is where we're at right now. We've got less than 4 minutes left, and we're $800 above. So at this point, it's pretty much guaranteed that up is the winner, unless some upset happens. You could buy down for 1 cent, and if something happens in the next 3 minutes and this dumps, you could literally turn $1 into $100. But it will take a crazy thing to happen for this to dump by more than this amount in the next 3 minutes. But the thing I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna flip over. This was the 11 a.m. hour. We're now gonna flip over to the 12 midday. This is the new bet that's about to start, right? And this bet, why is this 47? If this is 47, I'm buying some right now. $10 worth. $20 worth. The thing is, that's not part of my strategy though, so I'm not gonna bother. So we're now waiting for the new bet to start. These should just be equal, like 47. These should just be 50-50. For some reason, they're not. I mean, you can probably take advantage of this, to be honest. Like, as soon as the hour starts, this should, you know what, let me try and take advantage of this. So I'm gonna buy up. And okay, look, these are the 2 limit orders that my algo has placed. So before the bet even started, I've got buy orders in. I want to buy at 20 cents, whichever, either down or up. Oh shit, it's actually bought. Okay. So I just bought up, like, these should just be equal, right? At the beginning of the hour, it should just be 50-50. There's no reason why, because we haven't even started yet. They should just start as a fair coin. So I literally just bought up for cheaper than 50 cents. So what I'm immediately gonna do is I'm gonna try and sell it as soon as it gets back to what it should be, which is 50 cents. I'm gonna try and sell it and hopefully make, I don't even know, like 50 cents or something. There's really no reason this should be less than 50 right now. Crazy. It's gone even lower. It's like we haven't even started yet. We don't even know the price to beat yet. It's probably going to be around this number. Once this countdown timer hits 1 hour, whatever this number shows, that's going to be the starting point. And we're betting whether in 1 hour we're going to be above that or below that. So I've literally just bought some up already at 47 cents, and I'm betting that it's going to go back to 50, 51 cents, whatever. And I'm going to try, like, I've placed my limit order, and I'm going to try and just, I paid $4.7 for this, and I'm going to sell it for $5. So it's not much. I made 30 cents, but you get the point. You could be doing this with a lot more money. Anyway, we'll see what happens when this starts. I'm going to get back to calling these real estate agents. It's what I like to do whilst I'm waiting for trades to happen. Look, we started. This should just now be going to 50. 48, 47. Why is this not going to 50? What's happening on Bitcoin? Let me see Bitcoin. Oh, because it's gone way up. Oh, right. Because it's had a big pump just now. And people are betting that it's not going to go any further. Even before we started, it's just people are just betting that it's about to fall back down. Oh, damn. So I was the idiot. People were already accounting for the pump that just took place. Still, though, we should hit 50 at some point. Like, this limit order that I've put in for 50, we should just hit 50 at some point. I should be able to sell the shares that I bought at 47. I should be able to sell them for 50 at some point during this hour. I'd be very, it would be crazy if this just keeps going down, if this price keeps going down from where we started for the whole hour, doesn't go back up at all, doesn't hit the same level again ever throughout the hour. I'll be very surprised. But it's going down still. Crazy. Whoa. What the? I wish I could show you guys my other screen, which has like the trading view, the big chart, because that's where I'm following like the actual Bitcoin moves. This shows you the Bitcoin moves too, but I like to watch it on trading views with like candles and shit, so I can see the overall context. Anyway, while this is happening, let me just phone up some more agents. 334-8269. Bro, what's happening right now? Just go up to 50. Well, to be honest, though, look, I kind of would like it to go down to 20 first, because I've got my trading bot placed the limit order at 20, and that will get filled. And then if it goes back up, I'll just make my profit for the day, the 10%, and I'll retire for the rest of the evening. So that'd be pretty sick. But if that doesn't happen, then who knows? 383-48269. Let's go. I'm just about to call this real estate agent. I would still prefer it to go up to 50, just so I can sell that little bit of up that I just bought. because otherwise I'm going to look like an imbecile. I just told you guys, oh, look, I just found an arbitrage. I just found a mispriced trade, which should be 50-50 before the trade even starts. And it's less than 50, so I should just be able to sell it at 50 as soon as the trade starts. I just told you guys that. And I've just shot myself in the foot because that's not what happened at all. I bought it for more, and then it keeps going down. Like what? Shut up. Wait, let me create a bit of an atmosphere in here. Let me make it nice. Yo, this keeps going down. Are you kidding me? Nah. This like afternoon trading hours, the volatility is just sickening. Just the level of volatility, anything can happen. But like that's what you want though. That's how you find these opportunities to make a lot of money. And that's how you make 10% per day while risking 10% of your account, of course. Like you gotta risk it to get the biscuit, obviously, but like also you can easily hit 2x's, even 3x's. That's kind of what my trading bot is trying to hit. Like it tries to go for a 3.5x initially, and then it reduces that to 3x, 2.5, and 2x. Like these are the take profit targets that I have, and they reduce the less time there's left in the hour, and they just reduce with the time that's left. But you could, yeah, so you could potentially just risk 5% per trade, get 2x out of the 5% that you risked, and that's your 10% per day done. Boom, boom. That's it. Still, this move is crazy. What's happening? I can't believe it. All right, let me make it nice in here. All right. So that's looking a lot better. That's crazy. This keeps going down. I think I'm about to get what I wanted in terms of my 20-cent order getting filled. This one down here, this is what I mean. Oh, it's gone back up. It's like, it's just in this annoying range where it's neither selling the BTC that I had at 50, nor is it going low enough to actually, for me to make my real trade, which is at 20. It's just in this middle zone where it's just not good for me. It's like I need more volatility to happen. Yeah. Yeah, you can keep going. Go on. 10 more cents. Get my order filled, would you? That'd be great if you could. It's gone up now. The fuck? Bro. Like, bro. All right, I'll make that phone call. Sorry, I had to be autistic there for a minute.
For calling Golden Eagle International. For our lettings department, press 1. For sales, press 2. For maintenance and housekeeping, press 3. For property management and tenancies, press 4. For accounts, press 5. For any other inquiries, please hold.
Yeah, 50. Let's go. Go up, go up. No, just either go up or down. Don't just fuck around like that. I fucking hate this Bitcoin right now. And because like my buy orders have an expiry date on them as well. Like they always expire at quarter past. So if this doesn't hit 20 cents in the next 3.5 minutes, my orders are gonna just vanish. They're gonna poof, disappear. So even if it hits 20 cents exactly a second after, which has happened to me, like it's not gonna get bought. And then it's after that happened to me, like it literally hit the level 5 seconds after. It shot back up. So I would have made like a 3x on that. And they lost it. What can you do though? So annoying. doing anything. No, it's not. Bro. See, the problem is, though, these are going to expire in 4 minutes. Probably less than that.
Rightmove is connecting you. If you're calling Golden Eagle International. For our lettings department, press 1. For sales, press 2. For maintenance and housekeeping. Thank you for calling Golden Eagle. Good afternoon, Golden Eagle. How can I help?
Good afternoon. I'm just calling you to inquire about a property at Great Cumberland Place. It's up for 1,040.
For what price was it?
140 per month.
Yeah, is that the small room, the single room in a shared apartment?
Oh, it's a flat share. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see that. Well, actually, so my question about it was going to be if the landlord would have considered a company let. Obviously, they wouldn't if it's a flat share. But then my follow-up question would be: do you have any landlords that might be open to that kind of agreement?
No, we don't.
You just don't work with that.
We don't do.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
You what? Bye.
So you gotta get rejected in life. You gotta be a Golden Eagle International. Like, I'm writing in Excel and I'm writing all of the agency names where they don't, where they get dodgy about it. All right, how are we gonna trade this though? So what we have here? We're actually down on this. I mean, I guess if I could just... Okay, I need to make decisions here. I need to concentrate. If I can get a 20-cent entry on this for $10, anytime in the next, I guess, 10 minutes, I'm willing to then sell at 30, 35 and just make $5. Remember, I'm trying to make $13 today. And then I still need this bitch to go up to 50, to go back up to 50. Oh my God, but I'm looking at the chart. It's not looking good, bro. Like, I'm looking at the chart and Bitcoin is topped for today, it looks like. I don't think it's going to be able to push back up to where it was. Because for me to be at 50, I would need Bitcoin to push right back up to where it was. I'm about to get my fill for 20, though, it looks like. I don't know about this. I don't think Bitcoin's got any more steam in it for today. What do I do? If I can get the $5, if I can get a fill for 20, and then I'll maybe sell the 47 at a loss, I think. That's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm about to get filled. I'm about to get filled on this. 20 cents. Come on. We're at 22 cents. I just need 20 cents. I need to see 30 cents. What the fuck just happened? I was about to get filled. I needed to get filled and then for it to go to 30 cents. What the fuck? No, this is, it's not real. What's happening? Bro. I'm just refreshing the page because I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe what's happening. Yeah, just give me a fill at 20 and then shoot all the way up. Yeah. Yeah. 23, 20, let's go. 22, 21, let's go. Just go to 20. Fuck. What the fuck? Okay, what's this? It's Golden Eagle again, and they've already told me they don't want to do company lets and fuck. Guys, I'm literally doing 2 money making activities in parallel. Like, I'm doing the trading and I'm also calling up real estate agents trying to get deals with them. Is it a good idea? Probably not. If I was doing the trading with a lot of money, you best believe I'd be fully focused on the trading. But right now, because of the way that I trade and because it's super like, I've got some pretty well-defined rules that I follow. And I can kind of keep an eye on it while doing other things. And also I've got the algo that I built to help me out, take over. So I've got autopilot for this as well. I do need to be here for the big decision. Like, bro, if this doesn't go to 20 at any point and doesn't go, like, if this doesn't go to 20 now and then never goes back up to 50 and I just lost $5, I'm gonna be fuming. Bro, I'm gonna be fucking livid if that's what happens. Like, I'm just looking at the Bitcoin chart and it's all over the place, which is great. But I just need it to be all over the place in the downward direction for like 5 seconds. Enough for me to get a fill on this 20 cents order. Bro. I don't know what's happening. Like, if you're gonna go up, just shoot up to 50 cents. Yeah, like, go to 50 cents at least so I can, like, you know what? Fuck it. I've waited this long. I'm not just gonna take profit at 50 cents though. Like, I'm actually gonna, like, to hell with this. I'm actually gonna take some higher profits here. Like, I'm actually gonna shoot for like 65 or something. Sell at 65. Can I? Or am I being, let's just do 60. I want to make sure I sell these. Max. Bro, just fuck, just sell them. The fuck? Oh, I can't because my algo is fucking with me right now. It's placing orders on my behalf. As soon as it noticed that I've got balance that isn't being accounted for, it's already placed an order on my behalf at 75. So it's trying to take more profit than I'm trying to take. Fuck it, I'm getting out. I chickened out. I pussied out. What? What do you mean failed? Bro, sell this. What do you mean failed? Bro, I told you to sell it. Look, it's gone back down now. What the fuck? This had better been a glitch, and my shit had better been sold by now. It's not been sold by now. Fuck. Fucking shitty website. Bro, when I tell you to sell, you fucking sell. You don't ask no questions. As soon as it hits 50 again, I'm gonna sell again. What the fuck? It's going down again. Nah, this can't be real though. This can be real though. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? All right, I'm gonna be real. If I can get my initial shares just sold at even 50, just get my money back plus whatever 30 cents, I think I'm gonna chill for the remainder of this hour. I didn't get my fill at 20 cents. That would have been epic. I would have made like a 2x on that, and that would have been it for the day. But I obviously didn't get that. So all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell my fucking algo to chill for a minute, so that I can actually trade manually for a minute. $0.55. Let's sell. Placed sell order. Perfect. Let's get it filled. Yeah, just go up to 50, 55. Let's do 55. Can we do 55? How is this above the target and it's still just 50? Like, people really don't believe Bitcoin's going up anymore. Oh, dude, like, I'm just gonna do market. Fuck this. I'm just gonna do market. Sell. Is it sold? What's happening? Hasn't sold yet? What the fuck? Bro, just sell this shit. Market, I don't care. Just sell it. Sold up at 50. Is that 50? Oh, now it's going to 55 after I've already sold. Of course. Of course. Has it even sold though? Bro, just sell this shit. The fuck? Bro, sell it. This had better sold though. All right, I sold at 51. That was wild. Like, I got into this before the bet even started thinking, "Oh, it's a no-brainer." Like, this is going to immediately go up to 50 as soon as the bet starts. Didn't go up to 50 until like 20 minutes later. Thought I was a genius, didn't I? Wow, that was rough. That was rough. I only made 30 cents on that bet, but the amount of stress that I took, wow. Yeah, so I'm just going to chill for the rest of this hour. I'm just going to cancel this other order. I'm not going to do. Well, I might leave it for like a minute. Try and get like $5 out of it or something. crazy decision making that went into this for 50 cents. Crazy. I'm fried. I'm burnt out. I can't even pick up the phone and call anymore. Yeah, no, I'm done with this for now. I'll wait for the next bet, I think. Cool. Wait, if this goes to 20 in the next 2 minutes, I might want some of that. I shouldn't, but I might. I should really just be a lot more selective with my trades, to be honest. Also, I think my take profits are far too aggressive, too wide. I think, like with the algo, I mean.
Rightmove is connecting you. This call may be recorded for training and monitoring purposes.
Hi, good afternoon, Philip from us. How can I help?
Good afternoon. I'm just calling you regarding a property at Beaufort Gardens. I've seen it on Rightmove for 14.50 a month.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, do you know if the landlord might be open to a company let on this one?
I'll have to double check. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it would just be individual.
Right. Would you, by any chance, have any other properties that you work with that might be more amenable to company lets?
Not that we have as of currently, unfortunately, no.
Okay, but it's not something you're completely opposed to. It's just that you don't have any currently.
It just depends with the landlord, but yeah, we don't have any currently.
Okay, no problem. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Bye. She was nice. You know, sometimes you feel the trades that you should take, and sometimes you just don't, and you kind of just want to take a trade just to get some action. That's where you need to have discipline. That's what I'm feeling right now. I kind of want to get in on this action just to have something to look forward to, but that's where you need to hold yourself accountable, I guess. Did I not just talk to these guys on the phone? I wish I could just double show you guys my screen, like double share it somehow. So I've got a target of 800. I'm about to make 800 phone calls. To these property agents, estate agents, just to get them to see if they're open to the arrangement. I don't even care about the properties. Care about, okay, this is an agent that looks promising. Imagine if I got that fill at 20 back when I said like I should just raise that fill to 22 or 23 or like do like a ladder order so that I can at least get some. Because right now I'm being very like, oh, I want my whole order filled at 20 within the first 15 minutes. If that doesn't happen, I'm just not going to do anything. Oh, well. What the fuck? Oh no, I got into the order. I didn't want to get into the order. What the fuck? I forget the order. I forget to close it. Fuck. That was stupid. I bought at 20 cents. I didn't want to buy. And now I'm stuck. This is way too late. I didn't want to buy at this stage. I just forgot to close the order and it stayed open and now I bought when I didn't want to buy. All right, I got out, I think. Did I? I fucking hope so. What the fuck, bro? Just get me out of this. 22, let's go. Sell. Sell this bitch. Why did it fail? Because I got out, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I just made $1 on accident and I wasn't trying to make that dollar. That's how you lose money like an idiot because I forgot an open order that I wasn't intending to have up anymore. Coai, fix acum am problema asta. Deci pariul pe app era pe o oră, la ora curentă, începea la 47 de cenți și am zis, coai, ce pula mea, păi clar îl cumpăr din prima. Și asta cu 3 minute înainte să înceapă pariul și am zis că ce pula mea, îl cumpăr din prima la 47 de cenți și sigur când se dă drumul la pariu urcă clar la 50. Adică de bun simț, normal, adică e un glitch, că costă 47, trebuie să coste 50-50 la început. Coaie, nu numai că n-a urcat la 50 de cenți, a început să scade 46, 45, 44, coaie a ajuns până la 20. Eram pe minus 5% pe betul ăla. Și după aia m-am uitat ce pula mea se întâmpla pe TradingView, pe Bitcoin. Coaie, era crescut foarte mult Bitcoin, vreo $1000, fix înainte să înceapă betul și apoi a început să încetinească și cam toți se uită pe chartul ăla și adică eu credeam că sunt un geniu și am găsit un arbitraj. De fapt, eu eram prostul. Adică toți se uitau pe chartul de pe Bitcoin, eu nu mă uitam și au văzut toți că, bă, n-are unde să mai crească. A crescut o grămadă în ultimele 15 minute și începuse să o ia la vale acum. Și oamenii puneau pariul că o să continue și chiar așa a fost și practic n-a crescut. A crescut o dată până la 50, aproape de 51 și după aia a scăzut acum la 7 cenți. Deci nu pot să garantez asta. Coai, fix acum am problema asta. Deci pariul pe app era pe o oră, la ora curentă, începea la 47 de cenți și am zis, coai, ce pula mea, păi clar îl cumpăr din prima. Și asta cu 3 minute înainte să înceapă pariul și am zis, ce pula mea, îl cumpăr din prima la 47 de cenți și sigur când se dă drumul la pariu urcă clar la 50. Adică de bun simț, normal, adică e un glitch, că costă 47, trebuie să coste 50-50 la început. Coaie, nu numai că n-a urcat la 50 de cenți, a început să scadă 46, 45, 44, coaie a ajuns până la 20. Era pe minus 5% pe betul ăla. Și după aia m-am uitat ce pula mea se întâmpla pe TradingView, pe Bitcoin. Coaie, era crescut foarte mult Bitcoin, vreo $1000, fix înainte să înceapă betul și apoi a început să încetinească și cam toți se uită pe chartul ăla și adică eu credeam că sunt un geniu și am găsit un arbitraj. De fapt, eu eram prostul. Adică toți se uitau pe chartul de pe Bitcoin, eu nu mă uitam și au văzut toți că, bă, n-are unde să mai crească. A crescut o grămadă în ultimele 15 minute și începuse să o ia la vale acum. Și oamenii puneau pariul că o să continue și chiar așa a fost și practic n-a crescut. A crescut o dată până la 50, aproape de 51 și după aia a scăzut acum la 7 cenți. Deci nu pot să garantez asta. Good afternoon. I'm just calling you regarding a flat I've seen on Rightmove. It's on St. George's Drive. It's up for 1,387. It says it's a flat. It could be a studio, I think, just from the pictures. I think it might be a studio. $1,387. I might be, yeah. First of all, I just wanted to ask, do you know if the landlord might be open to a company let on this one? Oh, so this is on an agency level, just a policy that you have. Okay, understood. No problem then. I won't bother you again. Thank you. Cheers. Good afternoon. These guys are just crazy. We don't do company lets. Shut the fuck up, bitch. What asked you? no company. It's like, God forbid somebody tries to have a side gig or make some money and like get out of their, like, overcome their condition, like step up in the world. God forbid. God forbid someone tries to make something of themselves or like do a bit of business on the side, you know, God forbid. Go to your fucking job, get your fucking paycheck, pay your fucking rent, just stay a slave forever. Fuck you. Anyways, I've called these guys now. Shall I call another one? Who knows? I said I was going to call at least 30 people this week. I'm not sure I've done that. I might have to go to landlords directly, you know. It's possible. It's possible I have to do that. Oh shit, look at that. This is on open rent. I don't want open rent though. That's something I can do myself, you know. So if you look at this bet, right here, this is what we don't want. Cu asta e fix betul la care mă uit acum. Fii atent. A început de la sub 50, la ora 4 fix. A început de la 48 de cenți. Eu am zis, haha, ce șmecheri sunt, am găsit 2 cenți gratis. A început betul cu aia și a luat-o la vale. A ajuns până la aproape 20 de cenți cu aia. Eu eram pe minus mai mult de 5%. După aia a început să crească un pic, eu mă rugam la Dumnezeu, crește la loc. Și abia ce a atins un pic 54, n-a ajuns la 55, cum zici tu. Și apoi a luat-o iar la vale și acum e coaie, deci incredibil, se poate întâmpla orice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it with City Living. Have I called these guys? I'm gonna call one more because I haven't called these guys before, so I might as well. City Living. I feel like I've called them before. I know the name. Anyway, be right back. Oh, let me show you something cool, guys. So I'm gonna start. What the fuck happened here? I'm gonna start my trading algo. You can't see it in this window. I'm gonna start it. It's gonna run live continuously in the background, and I'm gonna flip over to the next bet. And as soon as the clock hits 55, we're now at 52. As in 3 minutes, you're gonna see orders pop up in here. Same property, different agent. Let's do this. Hi, good afternoon. I'm calling you to inquire about a studio on St. George's Drive. It's up for 1,387. It's on Rightmove.
Yes, that's still available.
Yeah.
When were you looking to move?
So first of all, I wanted to ask do you know if the landlord might be open to a company let on this one?
No, they wouldn't, unfortunately.
Okay, is that just this landlord, or do you generally not work with?
Well, we only have one landlord as a company, but they don't do that.
Okay, so you generally wouldn't work with that kind of.
No.
Okay,
No.
no problem. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
They're like, they can't be. Shut the fuck up, pussy ass bitch. All right, I think I'm done for today. I've done 4 calls. Pathetic. But it's been good practice though. I got 4 agents down. Wait a minute. Wilton's 1. That's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 calls. What the fuck? I should be at 39. Fuck it. I'll do 1 more. So I'm at 40. Maybe I can get to 100 this week. That'll be 60 more. Let's see if I can do 100 this week. Okay, I've favorited this one. Let's try 1 more. Flasher. Statum. What the fuck, Statum? Who's that? Let's try it.
Rightmove is connecting you.
Good afternoon. I'm calling you regarding a property I've seen on Rightmove. It's at Morgan House. It's up for 1,200.
Yes, is this for yourself?
Yeah, potentially. Actually, what I wanted to ask is, do you know if the landlord might be open to a company let on this one?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. Is it just this landlord, or do you have other landlords or properties that might be open to company lets?
Well, due to our company guidelines, we don't accept any company lets at all.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Bye. All right, you can fuck off. It's like amazing. Like when I have to start, like the beginning of the day when I'm thinking about, I have to start doing the phone calls. I'm like, I really don't want to do it. Once I get started, it's like, crazy. It's so fun, actually. It's kind of easy. You just got to get started. I'm burning through these the thing is, there's only about 100 properties in my search area. Like I've got a search area and there's only about 100 properties in it. And if I do 100 this week, I'm going to get through most of them. I'm definitely going to burn through most of the agents. That's the thing. Because a lot of these properties are going to be owned by agents that I've already spoken to. And I can immediately cross that off the list. And then I can just look. Eventually, I'm not going to run out of properties, but I'm going to run out of new agents. Like everybody would have already told me to fuck off at that point. And I'll be able to just work with, to just suss out the agents that might be open to this. Okay, back to the trading. You know, next time I'm actually gonna put up the. Let me show this on stream. Let me show the chat. Next time I'm actually gonna flip between the two tabs when I'm doing this property search, just because I want you guys to know what the fuck it is that I'm actually doing. Otherwise, it's kind of weird. You hear me making these phone calls, you hear me talk about these properties, and you have no fucking clue what the fuck I'm even talking about. So next time I'm actually gonna show you guys the properties that I'm calling up. And I'm at 80 right now. I've done 7 today. My initial target for the week was 30, so I could easily finish that tomorrow. This is what cold approach does. Cold approaching girls for dating turns you into a fucking beast, a fucking monster. However, with that said, I still have to make my 10% for today. I need to make my $13. So let's see if I can. I would love to get a 30-cent fill for either of these within the first 20 minutes. Like, I'm being extremely aggressive initially. I'm like 20 cents. It has to be 20 cents within 15 minutes. I'm very strict with my algo. But in terms of manual, in terms of vibe trading, I would take 30 cents within the first 20 minutes and bet on a 40-cent reversal. Even 25, 35. 25, 35 would be great. You get 2 of those and you're... What's that? Is that 10%? Is that a 2x? Not really. 25.50, you're done. You get a 2x. Like, that's what I'm trying to make you guys understand. I'm going into these trades. My target is to go into each and every trade with 10% of my account. So if I hit a 2x right off the bat, I'm done for the day. That's it. 10% times 2. I've just made 10% profit on my account. Done. We go again tomorrow. That's it. Let's do a quick thing. Let's do a calculation. Compound interest calculator. Can I share this as well with you guys, or is it just never going to share that? Can I share 2 tabs? Can I just share my entire fucking screen then? Yeah. No, what the fuck? Okay, let's look at this. Okay. If you start with $100, you get 10% daily. For 1 month. Interest rate is 10% daily. Calculate. At the end of 1 month, you've got $1,800. It's pretty good, huh? If you can make it happen. So let's see if we can make it happen. So now if you go for 2 months, what happens? $32,000. That's a buy to let mortgage right there. I can put that money down and buy a property, a buy to let property in 2 months. 3 months. This is great. Like 3 months, $500,000. Let's do 4 months. 10 mil. 4 months. No, that's not gonna happen. But still, this is the kind of fucking like crazy what's the word I'm looking for? Ambitious goal that I've set for myself. 10% a day is crazy. But also it's doable if you know what you're doing. So let's try it. And also it doesn't have to be just one trade. You can do it in multiple. Like, I see the volatility's died down a bit, so I don't know. I mean, if I can even get a 30, I'd still go for it. A 30 on the down. I'm looking at the Bitcoin chart. I'd go for a 30 on the down. For sure. No problemo. Yeah, let's do a 30-cent buy. 30-cent buy for 33 shares. Let's do it. And also, let's see if we can get it even lower than that. Because if the buy down goes down to lower than that, then we're... Oh man, I love my setup though. Buy order placed. Let's see if we get it filled. Almost. Almost. Yeah, we got it. All right, I got a fill, I think. Did I? I should have got a fill. That looked like it should have been a fill. I mean, that's a problem then. I didn't get it. Let's try this next time. Oh, fuck, because I was on up. I was trying to buy down. I'm an idiot. What a fucking moron I am. How can I be so stupid? Of course I didn't get filled. Fuck. Just lost. Just lost on like a 5% on my account. All right, now let's do it. Let's get a fill. And make some tea. So now we're filled.
The Labour Party is taxing landlords to death. They increase taxes for landlords, for working people.
93,000 landlords are exiting the UK rental market this year alone. That's on top of 65,000 who left last year. And I'm about to show you why the new tax changes announced in the autumn budget are going to accelerate this exodus so dramatically that it could crash rental supply, spike rents by double digits, and create the biggest housing crisis Britain's seen in decades. But here's the twist. This might also create the biggest buying opportunity for a certain type of investor that we've seen in 20 years. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's coming and how to position yourself on the right side of it. Right, let's start with what actually got announced in the November 2025 budget, because most people miss how significant this is. The government introduced a 2 percentage point increase in income tax rates, specifically on property income. From April 2027, landlords will pay 22% at the basic rate instead of 20%, 42% at the higher rate instead of 40%, and 47% at the additional rate instead of 45%. Now, 2% doesn't sound like much, does it? 2 pence in the pound. Here's why it's actually devastating. This comes on top of a decade of tax changes that have already hammered landlords. Section 24 removed mortgage interest relief. Stamp duty surcharges jumped from 3 to 5%. Capital gains tax allowances got slashed. And now this, another 2% hit on rental income. Let me make this real for you. A higher rate tax-paying landlord earning £20,000 a year in rental profit after costs used to pay £8,000 in tax. 40%, now they're paying £8,400. That's an extra £400 a year. Doesn't sound terrible until you realise that's on top of all the other tax increases from the last decade. Many landlords have seen their tax bills double or triple since 2015, whilst their rental income hasn't kept.
decades now in Britain, home ownership wasn't just normal, it was expected, a rite of passage, a measure of security, adulthood, and success. But something has been shifting, and today, in 2025, moving into 2026, I'm going to show you why the death of the British homeowner isn't a dramatic headline anymore. It's a statistical reality. A reality baked into the structure of our economy, the foundations of it, our housing policy, and the financial system that now shapes who gets to own property and who doesn't. And it's happening a lot faster than most people realise. And if you're new here, I'm Will Gale. My company's British home buyers and British home sellers handle thousands of property transactions every single year. Right now, we currently have over 750 properties in the market all over the UK. So when I tell you home ownership is collapsing, it's not theory, it's what I see, the team see every day in the raw data. And in this video, I'm going to break down the 3 structural reasons home ownership is dying, why young people are being priced out permanently, how corporate and institutional buying accelerates this collapse, the one factor nobody talks about, but it determines everything, and what this means for Britain's future. Let's get into it. Because the data is clear, we're becoming a renter nation. The English Housing Survey shows home ownership among people aged 25 to 34 has fallen from 59% in 2003 to just 48% today. And this graphic, I think, provides a really, really good visual example of the problem. So over the last year, 97,000 households are moving into social housing, whereas only 39,000 households are moving out of social housing. So 58,000 more households are needing social housing in the last year. There are 288,000 new households that entered the market, whereas only about 201 to 221,000 new homes were built over the last year. So a 67 to 87,000 home shortfall building up in just 1 year. Does that strike you as a healthy, affordable property market? Clearly not. It certainly isn't making people happy either. The government knows from their own housing survey that it is reducing happiness and increasing anxiety amongst the nation. Yet the private rented sector has doubled since the early 2000s. That's not a millennial problem. That's a system problem. And this is not just about house prices here. Let me go into the 3 structural reasons home ownership is dying. The first reason home ownership is dying is affordability ratios have broken. So let's talk numbers. In 1997, a typical home cost 3 to 4 times the average salary. Today, it's 6 to 11 times nationally, over 11 times in London. But this ratio is misleading. Here's the real killer. Mortgage costs haven't followed wages, they followed interest rates. And after a decade of near zero rates, we're now in a world where 5 to 5.5% mortgages are the new normal. Wage growth is flatlining, adjusted for inflation. Tax burdens are the highest since World War II. Inflation has been destroying real savings. When you put all of that together, the average buyer today cannot afford the average UK home, even with 2 salaries. This alone is enough to collapse home ownership, but it gets worse. The second reason, corporate buyers are not selling to individuals. So if you watched my video last week, you'll know that corporate pension and sovereign wealth fund ownership of UK housing is accelerating and really is quite concerning. Build to rent has 123,000 completed units, 49,000, just over 49,000 under construction, another 109,000 in the pipeline. These homes do not return to the regular market once they're bought. They are built and bought in bulk, held in portfolios, managed as financial assets, owned for long-term rental yield. And that means one thing: every unit acquired or built by an institution is removed from owner occupation permanently. We're not just failing to grow home ownership, we are shrinking the pool of homes that individuals can even buy, adjusted for population growth. When first-time buyers are up against pension funds who are deploying billions, the playing field isn't uneven, it's broken. The third reason is the mortgage system has changed forever. This is a part that I don't think really enough people talk about. For decades, banks competed aggressively for mortgages. They needed lending volume. That's how they made more and more money. But since 2008, everything changed. Banks now operate under stricter capital rules. They can't lend as freely as they could before. They can't create capital out of nowhere like they could before. So as a result, they prefer low risk borrowers, large deposits, high incomes and stable employment. The result in all this is the average deposit has doubled in a decade, not just because of house prices, but because deposits need to be bigger on average. And for many young people, the only path is the bank of mum and dad, which not everyone has. So the mortgage system has quietly shifted from enabling ownership to filtering who gets access to it. This is a structural change. It's not likely to reverse. So let's talk about what home ownership looked like versus what it has now become. In the 19th century, most land and housing in Britain was owned by a tiny elite, the aristocrats, the crown, the church. Ordinary people, they rented, full stop. Then after World War I, Britain ran on a simple, powerful idea: work hard, save a bit, buy a home, build wealth. That system created middle class. The government built millions of homes in the process. Wages rose. Home ownership soared from 10% at the start of the century to over 70% by 2000, the year 2000. But for a brief moment, Britain was a nation of homeowners. Today, here's the new system. Work hard, pay high rent, watch ownership drift further away, while institutions and funds accumulate the assets instead of families. This isn't ideological, it's mathematical. The old system wasn't perfect, but it worked. The new one works too, just not for individuals. It works for capital. We're shifting from capitalism to corporatism. So let's talk about the consequence nobody is talking about. Here are the real outcomes of this shift. 1, wealth inequality accelerates. Homeowners build equity, renters don't. This creates a permanent divide. Secondly, a generation loses the social stability that ownership brings. People stay mobile, anxious, ruthless. 3, the political landscape shifts. A renting majority behaves differently from a homeowner majority. 4, Britain becomes a nation where housing wealth is concentrated, not widely distributed. We move from property owning democracy to a property owning minority. This is the biggest social change of our generation, and most people haven't really realised it yet. So what happens next? Here's the trajectory that all the data points to. Owner occupation rates will continue falling long term. Renting will become the default for under 40s. Corporate ownership will rise. Pension and sovereign wealth funds will keep expanding into UK rental housing. More household income will cover debt or rent. Affordability won't materially improve unless something dramatically changes. We are heading toward a structural end to mass home ownership, not tomorrow necessarily, not next year, but over the next decade. It becomes unavoidable. So what can you do? Well, 1, if you're young, focus on income and cutting coffees. Deposits today are about earnings power and frugality. Secondly, if you want to own, act strategically, not emotionally. Look at regional markets, something with the potential to renovate yourself with your sweat. Learn to paint, learn to do a bit of plumbing, or entering the market by investment, not occupancy. So in my early 20s, I built a 7-figure property investment portfolio before I actually owned my own home. I rented because I could get better yield, better tax treatment on my capital through investing. I only actually bought a home because I was engaged in getting married. I only upsized to my current home because my wife is expecting our 3rd child. So act strategically, not emotionally. Thirdly, if you're a landlord, scale or strategize. The casual landlord era is ending. 4, if you already own, protect your position. Policy decisions over the next decade will reshape everything. Just take a look at that management tax and how that will change over time now that lever exists. If this video made things click for you, there are 2 videos you must watch next. Start watching Who's Buying Britain Next, which I've put up here. It shows the takeover that started this shift to begin with. Then watch The Death of the Property-Owning Middle Class. It's a really important one. It reveals how you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Together, those videos complete this whole story. So I'll see you soon.
What's the biggest opportunity today for a young entrepreneur?
Maybe less space.
What's the current valuation of it? $6-7 billion.
About $4 million.
$52 million. So what's the secret to finding $1 billion business ideas?
I actually think if you
had to start again, how would you make your first $1 million?
I think just realising that there is somebody else with your knowledge out there already making money that you could make more.
If you want to be the first millionaire in your family, the biggest thing to unlock, which many rich people already know, is...
Young people, welcome back.
must be at least 60. 70. You cannot be 80. Okay. 87. You are one of the tuna type.